Hello from a very dark and cold and wintry Edinburgh. I am here in Waverley Station, which is the main train station here in the city centre of Edinburgh. Tonight I am going to be catching one of the UK's 2 sleeper trains. It's called the Caledonian Sleeper train, and I'll be going from Edinburgh all the way to London. The Caledonian Sleeper train is an overnight train. So it leaves London and travels to Scotland overnight, and then it also goes from Scotland to London overnight. So the train is due to depart tonight at 11:40, I think, and it will take around 7 hours, and then I will arrive in the morning in London. This is something that I have always wanted to do. Taking a sleeper train in Scotland looks so fun, and I actually need to go to London for something, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity to book the Caledonian Sleeper train.
Waverley Station opened in 1846 and was named after Sir Walter Scott's Waverley novels, reflecting Edinburgh's literary heritage. It was originally 3 separate stations that merged in the 1860s, undergoing several expansions to become a grand Victorian hub and a symbol of the city's growing prominence during the railway boom. Tickets for the Caledonian Sleeper train tend to sell out well in advance. I booked my ticket a month ahead, and availability was already limited.
Here is the Caledonian Sleeper train, so already at 10:30 there's lots of people lined up queuing to get on. Once you come through here, you line up here and then they're going to check everyone in. I have checked in and it is now time to get on the train. So there are so many carriages on the train. Just after you check in is the area with all the seats, so you can book to sit on the train in a normal seat. Then there is the restaurant cart, and then the bedroom start. So I'm in this one here. Let's go in and see what it's like. So this is the card that I got. So it mentions the coach, so coach B and room 2, and then on the front of the train it says coach B, and then also it mentions the room numbers there, so room 1, 2, 3. The Caledonian Sleeper is one of only 2 sleeper trains in the UK and has been in operation in various forms since the late 19th century, making it a key part of Britain's rail heritage. The other sleeper service is the Night Riviera, operated by Great Western Railway, running between London Paddington and Cornwall. The Caledonian Sleeper offers a range of accommodation options. The most affordable choice is the seated coach, which has reclining seats. I saw tickets available for £80 one way. I opted for the classic room, the most economical option with a bed. My single occupancy ticket cost £250 one way. There are also other bedroom options called the Club Room and the Caledonian Double. Okay, I made it into the room. It is very tight in here, and in the corridor outside I was walking so close to myself and I could hardly fit with my big backpack on. I think with 2 people in here it would definitely be quite a tight squeeze. I'm going to try and put the suitcase under the bed, get it out of the way because it takes up so much space. Oh. No, there's something in the way. Okay, I'll just have to leave that here. Okay, so this room has 2 beds, so there's bunk beds. Beside it there are some bottles of water here, Scottish water, Highland Spring. Please place your device here when charging. Beside the bed here there's this control panel, so these look like lights, so that's the main room light and that adjusts it like a dimmer. Then there's a light here, that's a reading light. This looks like a USB for charging, and then there's a control here for changing the temperature in the room. On the bed there are some menus, so there's a in-room dining menu and a breakfast menu, so I'll have a look at these later on. There's also this, which is a kit with earplugs, eye mask and soap. Oh, things to buy for your pet. At the bottom of the bed there's more controls here, so you can plug in hair straighteners or other devices. I don't know if the hair straighteners will work actually, if the train will be powerful enough to power them. And there is window light,
host call, and then more USBs. Up here on the top bunk, there is another sleep mask. On this side, there is another control panel with a light, USB, and then there's a place there to put your phone as well. There is a do not disturb sign. There is a coat hanger. Over here is the sink, so obviously the soap is in that little kit, so I'll get the soap out of that. I also noticed there's a little pencil here. That's strange. I wonder what that's for. Ooh, some water. Oh, not drinking water. And then down here there is towels, and then a little rubbish bin. Oh, there's the station. Oh, there's a little mirror in here as well. I've had to change over to filming with my phone instead of the camera because it happened when I was on the ferry as well. So when I was on the ferry, the lights flicker, so I think there's a different frequency or something with the lights. So I did change over to using the phone to film inside the room. I'm going to test out the comfort level of the bed. So I think I'll keep my head where the pillows are set up, and I'm probably going to sleep here in the bottom bunk. I find it quite challenging to sleep in the top bunk, especially if you need the toilet during the night. If I ever stay in backpackers hostels, I much prefer the bottom bunk. Does anyone remember the triple bunk beds in the hostel in Edinburgh? At least there's no triple bunk beds here. Okay, let's give this a test. Oh, this is very nice. Oh, this is lovely. This must be a sofa, so you can sit, is it? Oh yeah, this must be for sitting. This is great. So comfortable. Oh. While I'm relaxing in the bed and waiting for the train to depart, I need to say thanks to today's video sponsor, Surfshark. If you haven't heard of Surfshark before, they are a VPN company that keeps your private and personal information safe while you're browsing the internet. The main reason that I use Surfshark is to protect myself when I use public Wi-Fi. So I often use public Wi-Fi in cafes, on ferries, at airports, and I plan to use it on the train here tonight. By using Surfshark, I know that I can browse safely and work remotely without having to worry about hackers. Another thing I really love about Surfshark is that you can change your location. So sometimes I set my location to different countries and I can access the Netflix libraries from those countries, and I can also pretend that I'm in that country to book flights and hotels, because sometimes when you set your location as a different country, you can get cheaper prices. Surfshark's app is so easy to download and use. You can connect to one of their 3,200 servers in over 100 countries, and that's it, you're safe. You can also use one subscription on all your devices. There's no risk in trying Surfshark, and if you don't like it, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. To try out Surfshark, all you need to do is click my unique link in the video description below and you'll get an extra 4 months of Surfshark for free. Okay, so it's not very quiet in here because I can hear the people on the other side of the walls speaking, and they can probably hear me as well. So the walls are quite thin. For the menu, there's quite a few different things that you can order. So after departure, you can contact a host in your coach or use the call bell in your room to place an order. So these are the things that you can order in the room, but then there's also the restaurant card as well. So light bites, you can get a cheese plate for £14, nachos for £9, pizza baguette for £7, toast sandwich and tortilla chips for £6. There's also some snacks. Tunnock's caramel wafer, great choice, £1. Island Bakery biscuits, 2-pack, £2. Olives, and also crisps. Oh, there's a very large drinks menu as well here. I did hear that there's actually quite a great whiskey selection here on the Caledonian Sleeper train, but £11 for a dram of whiskey. Daylight robbery. Arran 10-year-old, £11. Isle of Jura 10-year-old, £11. Bunnahabhain 12-year-old, £12. I've got loads of Bunnahabhain in my campervan. Neen organic single malt, £12. There's some nice whiskies available, but the prices are quite high for the whiskey on the train. And then a glass of wine, cheapest glass of wine you can find is £6. Lots of local Scottish things though. Black Isle beer, that's nice. There's also Iron Brew. If you want to order breakfast, you need to fill out the card within 30 minutes. Oh, that must be what this is for. So you can order some drinks for breakfast, so that's included. So you can choose from coffee, tea, apple juice, orange juice. Okay, I'm gonna order coffee in a bag, and I'll order some breakfast so we can see what it looks like. So, continental breakfast, porridge pot, bacon roll or Lorne sausage roll. Your preferred time? Maybe we'll go for 6 a.m. Okay, and we'll go for a continental breakfast. Okay, I will hang this on the other side of the door. My breakfast order of continental breakfast and a coffee. Other trains leaving. The train is due to leave in 1 minute. It's currently 23:40. So in some countries the trains always leave on time. But sometimes I find that in Scotland they're not so punctual. So let's see if the train actually leaves on time. Oh, we're leaving. It is 11:42, so it left 2 minutes late. Time to leave Edinburgh. We are heading to London. We've been on the train for about 5 minutes already, and it's really starting to speed up. You can really feel the acceleration. Can you hear the sound of the tracks? Wow. I don't know how easy it will be to sleep actually, because the train is fairly rocking around. I'll have to wait and see. I think it's probably much easier to sleep on the bottom bunk than the top bunk. So now that we're moving, I'm going to go out and have a look at the bathrooms. Here's the toilet in here. Let's have a look.
The toilet door is opening.
Oh, there's the toilet. I wonder if there's a shower. I think there is a shower somewhere, but it's the shared shower. Oh my god, there's a shoe cleaner. I passed through the restaurant carriage, which looked nice. The menu was similar to what was available in the room, but it also offered additional hot dishes like haggis and macaroni cheese. Next, I explored the carriage with the reclining seats, before continuing my walk through several more carriages with bedrooms.
There doesn't seem to be any showers to use. I don't know why I thought there were showers here on the train. I'm going to head back to my room now because there's really not much to do on the train apart from sit in the restaurant part or wander around. But all the carriages are pretty much the same. If you're a wide person, you might struggle to get down these corridors.
The Caledonian Sleeper has multiple routes between London and Scotland. The Highlander Route travels from London to Aberdeen, Inverness and Fort William, while the Lowlander Route connects London with Edinburgh and Glasgow. On my journey between Edinburgh and London, the train makes stops at Carlisle, Crewe, Waterford Junction and Milton Keynes. Some of the routes into the Highlands pass some very scenic areas and remote stations. I think this fell off the door when I went out for a walk and it's not been collected. Anyway, let's hope for the best. The train has been moving, but I'm feeling a little bit motion sick, to be honest. I think it's because I've been walking around quite a lot, so I've decided I'm not going to eat anything and I'm not going to have any whiskey or drinks from the bar. Let's have a look inside the sleep kit. What's in here? Got an eye mask. Oh, there's the Caledonian Sleeper logo. Earplugs. And a bar of soap.
Right, they're £10 shoes.
Is there a shower? I noticed the toilets, but I wonder if there's a shower.
Not on board. Some of the rooms have a shower, but not the classic rooms. But if you want, there is showers at Euston in the lounge. You'll be able to pay for the use of the shower in our lounge.
There are no showers on board, only if you get the better room type. Some of them have an ensuite and they have a shower. That's what the host mentioned. So he's going to be bringing the coffee and a cereal bar, that is included, but I've also ordered an extra continental breakfast to see what it's like. So he came back there to take the payment for that. It will be £10. Time for bed. Good morning. It is currently 5:58 a.m. and they just delivered the breakfast a couple of minutes ago. I have a coffee and a cereal bar, and I also ordered the continental breakfast. Okay, so this is hot water, and then there is this bag that you put inside the coffee, so it's a bit like a cup of tea. So I need to speak really quietly because other people are sleeping. So this needs to sit inside for 3 minutes. Ooh, I've never seen a coffee bag before. That's interesting. Hope for the best. There is also some shortbread biscuits. I think it's a bit early to be eating shortbread, to be honest, so I'll keep this for later. There's also some milk and sugars as well. I just have black coffee, so I won't put these in mine. Let's have a look in the continental breakfast. So in the room here, there's really not much space for having anything to eat. It's really, really compact. I think I could use the top of my suitcase probably. Okay, so we have a croissant, we have an orange juice, not chilled, not ideal. We have a nomadic yogurt granola pot. This looks good. I have a fruit salad. There is some strawberry jam and then some cutlery as well. Time to try the coffee in the bag. It's okay, it's quite weak. It's not, I prefer stronger coffee. I need to tell you about my sleep last night, or my lack of sleep. So I didn't sleep at all, the whole night. So by the time I lay down and went to bed, it was about 1:45, so it was about an hour after the train had departed, and it's very hard to sleep. It's very shaky, and it's not noisy. There's not people making any noise, but it's just shaking the whole time. And I've only ever taken a sleeper train once before, and that was in Thailand. And with the sleeper trains in Thailand, the beds are this way, facing the same direction as the train is moving. But in this train, the beds are this way, like across the train. So I don't know if that maybe makes a difference, because I was also feeling motion sickness as well as we were travelling on the train, which is the first ever time I've ever encountered motion sickness on a train. I've only ever encountered that in a car, on a ferry. But yeah, wasn't ideal, to be honest. So yeah, I'm very tired. When I was overnight, I was actually thinking that it probably would have been easier to sleep sitting in one of the chairs, because you're facing in the direction that you're travelling in. And I've slept on trains before when I've been in a seat or a chair, but it's obviously really nice to lie down, and it's really comfortable compared to sitting in a chair. But yeah, I don't know. And another thing is, I was quite cold overnight, so I adjusted the dial over there to the warmest temperature. I had to get out of bed and put on my jumper because I was really cold, and I had to put on socks as well, and then also my long leggings. Let's get started with the breakfast. I'm sure like how to eat this. So have the yogurt and then the granola. Do I put the yogurt on top? Maybe. It's so hard to deal with this without a table. Hope for the best. Okay, so this is my train breakfast. We have the granola, yogurt and fruit. Oh my god, inside I found a spoon. Wow, I think I must have opened that incorrectly. Noticed that there's some sockets here, so I'm going to see if they work with the hair straighteners because I have a feeling they won't be strong enough. These are around 150 watts. No, they don't work.
The train came to a halt and I hadn't realised we'd actually arrived in London, as there was no announcement. I continued reading and eventually drifted off to sleep for about 30 minutes.
Please ensure you have all your personal belongings with you. We wish you a safe onward journey and thank you for travelling with Caledonian Sleeper.
The train was already here and I didn't realise. They didn't make any announcement. Better get off quickly. I thought they'd make an announcement when the train got in. They didn't say anything. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Customers are expected to vacate the rooms by 7:30 a.m.
I have made it to London. It is now 7:30 a.m. and would I recommend the Caledonian Sleeper train?
I feel the concept of travelling overnight is very convenient. The staff were lovely, the train was well designed, spotless and organised, and I really liked the menu showcasing Scottish produce. That said, the lack of sleep was a deal breaker for me. The constant movement made it really difficult for me to fall asleep.
I think for the money, I don't think I would take the Caledonian Sleeper train again, although I am very glad that I did experience it. I have taken the train to London many times before, usually a daytime train, and I think if I do it again, I would probably do that, or I would take a flight. Let me know your thoughts on the Caledonian Sleeper train, and I will see you next time.